Looks like it.
All right, we'll call this meeting to order. This is our monthly health, welfare, recreation meeting. It's Thursday night, June 26, 2025, and we'll start on our agenda by taking roll. We have everyone here but Tim Morris. He's, I think, out of town, so we'll be going on down to number 4, which will be approval of our minutes that Roseanne so graciously brought into us. So look over your minutes, and I'd entertain a motion to approve those when
I'll
ready.
make that motion.
Motion by Mr. Miller, second by Mr. Duncan. All in favor of approval of the minutes?
Aye.
Ayes have it. So let's drop down to number 5, which would be public comments. Mr. Chambers, you have anything you want to bring to the table? Public comments?
No, just wanted y'all to consider for next year that COVID program for the smoke detectors. Try to inform the volunteer departments that we might be making that cut.
We did here.
You did?
No, we approved here.
No, it's
That's what I said.
approved. It's
That's what I
it's in the
said.
So-
budget again.
It just didn't get through the
It's in
budget.
the budget again.
So we need to inform the volunteer fire departments as they come in that not to be counting on that money. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes, it depends if it makes approval or gets knocked down in the budget and finance.
Which
but-
is always the case
Right.
for any
Right,
thing.
right, but that is our goal, is to, that program is expired, but it didn't ever get expired on the books. That's why it's still continuing on.
It did. It was in the budget the other night, so it did pass for this year,
Right,
so.
that's correct.
Okay, so we'll just tell them that, it's just like that's not gonna be guaranteed, but it could possibly, so we'll see. All right.
They
moving-
can always ask
Yeah, that's right.
next time, so, or anytime, but
Okay, let's go down to unfinished business. We have Craig here. Craig, you come on over and have a seat and give us a
get in the
But
microphone.
good animal control report here and see what we got.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
It's just a rundown of our numbers currently for the year. Just keep steadily increasing every year, so I think we hit 821 last year, and we're well on our way to do more than that this year.
The euthanized looks like it's larger. Is it?
We're still considered by numbers what's considered no kill, but yeah, we're just getting more and more. So that number's gonna increase with everything.
Dogs you
else.
can't do anything with anyway?
Yeah. That and getting a lot more dogs that are in worse shape, so people are waiting too long before they do anything with them, so some of those don't make it, or, the vet suggests.
So the transfer to rescue, most of them going to somewhere up north
Yes.
that you've been doing in the past?
Yep.
So we've actually had 99 locally adopted?
Mhm.
Great.
So you got 59 now.
Yeah, we got 59 at the shelter now, and we got 49 in foster homes right now.
And
And-
your capacity,
What's that?
what's your capacity again?
We're way above there right now.
Well, okay.
And the dogs in foster, those are actually dogs that are being fostered to adopt. Because we don't officially adopt them until they're spayed and neutered, so once those dogs get spayed and neutered, then those will actually be adoptions there, so.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, because years ago, the law said you could adopt the dog, and it gave the people 30 days to go get them spayed and neutered.
They wouldn't do it.
They wouldn't do it, and there's no way
Enforce
to
it.
keep track of it and enforce it. So now it's we do it this way to make sure that dog still belongs to us. So if it don't get done, we can go.
Well, they get it cheaper anyway,
They do.
because
by
you're
state-
subsidizing it, basically.
Yeah, because by state law, we're required, everything that leaves the shelter has gotta be spayed and neutered. So that's the only way to,
So what do we charge now for
It's-
somebody wanting to adopt a dog?
it's $100 to
Cheap.
adopt. Yeah, but the vets give us a major discount,
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
And
but you've
that
got more than that in them.
includes the surgery?
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
That's what I say, it's, can't beat that.
Yeah. And some people still think that's high, but
It does seem like it
it seems
until
like
you
it.
try to do your own.
Oh, yeah, we even listed one time on Facebook our price versus if you took the dog and did everything that we're doing, you're looking at $300, $400, $500 worth of stuff.
I've got 1,000 in mine.
Yeah, yeah.
Had any farm animal incidents out in the county? Any wild animals,
Just a few pigs here a couple of weeks ago.
just like feral pigs or what?
No, there's just potbelly that somebody couldn't keep contained.
So that amount of the donation,
Mhm.
so the 17,339 that was brought in since January 1st,
Mhm.
is that from people adopting plus that almost 6,000 in donations?
Yeah, that 6,000 is included in that.
Oh, that's fair. Is that above average? Or is that
Oh,
about
yeah,
normal?
used to, it was like 6 to 10,000 a year is what we brought in, so.
That's
we've,
promising. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, the money part keeps increasing, and a lot of that, we're getting a lot of business sponsors right now too, they're basically, we kinda advertise, we were taking the dog to their business, taking a picture with the dog at their business, and
That's good.
they paid the adoption fee for that dog.
So this donation includes adoption fees,
No,
Oh,
that
okay.
donation is just
just donations?
donation money for that.
Okay.
How about your dog feed? Is all that pretty much donated too?
Yeah, our big supply that we had forever, the lady passed away, New Year's.
Ooh.
So we're having to start buying some. We never did have to buy any before, so
She was buying it all and donating
she
it?
was sending 1,600 pound pallet a month.
Wow, that was great.
Mhm. But they're trying to get it going again, kind of in her name.
Yeah.
It's a slow start for them.
where did she get it? Was there any certain place? It sounds like she had a good thing figured out.
She's up north, but yeah, she just,
She didn't even live here, huh?
no, they do, but they knew about us through the rescues and stuff like that. And she actually got a dog from us that looked like one of her dogs. But yeah, they do fundraisers and raffles, and they just raise the money, and shelters that need food, they ship it to them. It was a huge help to us.
Wow, what a big loss.
Yeah, but like I said, they're trying to get it going again. Just she really had a good system, so it's gonna take them a minute to get back to where she was.
I guess it's not like grocery stores when get a certain date, they'll give it to you.
That don't
Yeah.
happen as much as it used to.
Yeah, but some, they, like Walmart and some, like the dollar stores, they still throws some of those, bags of dog food away in dumpsters.
Yeah, we used to get phone calls. Like Walmart used to give their damaged stuff and all that, but
They won't anymore?
it's kind of quit.
Maybe we need to advertise that.
Yeah, maybe so.
I'll speak to them on that, since they don't do it anymore.
Yeah, I know some people, so I'm not going to talk to them. But the community, if we get in a bind, all we gotta do is put a post on Facebook, and we'll have Amazon truck will be pulling up every day, or
Oh, man.
FedEx or whoever. So
How about your straw trailer? Y'all still giving straw out?
yeah, but it's time of year now. Nobody's needing it.
Gotcha. Still have a lot of it though?
We got over half a semi-trailer left.
Wow. I guess last winter, a lot of people used that, right?
Well, not as many as you'd think.
Wow.
And some people we'd offer, like, went out on a call,
Yeah,
seen
straw,
if their dog needed it. Yeah, we'd
straw's
offer it.
like $8 a bale
Yeah.
if you go to the co-op and get it.
But we'd offer it, and yeah, I'll come get some. They never would show up.
Wow.
I would have bet the time I walked around the cages a few months ago, would have been more than 59, so.
There's times that it is. We've been on up close to 70 before, but it's a lot. It's a lot on us over there when numbers are that high.
How's our other employees? How's that going? Everybody doing good over there?
I've got one on maternity leave, but yeah, everybody's good. Everybody's tired and about burnt out right now.
Gotcha.
It's a lot. The number, like I said, the number just keeps going up and up and up, and the calls are to the point where we're like a day or two behind sometimes on getting to the calls for people.
So how long have you been doing this?
I've been in that building for July, will be 11 years.
Mm.
Oh.
And
Did
you've seen it, what was it, do you remember about what was in the shelter when you started?
Number wise, there was, which I started with the city, I was over there for 7 years. And
On the other end of the building?
yeah,
Okay.
and I've been with the county, I think going on 4 now. I know with the city and even the county, there was times where, like on the weekends, we still have to go feed and clean and everything. I remember times didn't have but like a dog or two to go take care of. And now we've got 59, you know.
And
Used to.
what do you attribute that to?
The biggest factor is the spaying and neutering.
Yeah, but
There's-
people have had dogs all this time and, I mean,
So they wouldn't spade and neuter them back then much either.
Well, they just keep multiplying though, and that's, like, we've got some houses, like we took dogs from a house the other day. And there was different age groups, there was mama, there was her daughter, there was 2 8-week-old puppies, there was another 6-month-old from another litter out of them. And I'm like, hey, do y'all have any female dogs y'all need to get fixed? I was gonna reach out to Humane, and yeah, we do, but we got 2 that are about to give birth.
Whoa.
So these are single households that are producing
I
that
think-
many.
I think what it was is people used to didn't have as many dogs, like,
That's the thing.
and
Yeah.
now everybody has a dog.
Yes.
Well,
Mhm.
no, everybody used to have one dog.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and it's like,
Well, I was gonna say, I don't know how they can afford to feed them.
oh, it's high. It's expensive.
They keep cranking out babies.
And society's gotten, everybody's impulsive now. Like, they see a free dog, they don't need that free dog, but they'll go ahead and take it, and then they don't take care of it, and
And they don't get it fixed.
they don't get it fixed, and then it just snowballs from there.
And like, just cultures changed. When I was a kid, like, people out in the country, like, they had dogs outside.
Mhm.
Nobody had a dog inside.
Right.
Now everybody's got
That's-
a dog
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
Just cultures changed,
Yeah.
I think.
And,
Yeah.
and dogs didn't live as long. I mean, if you were outside,
That's right. They did.
People
didn't.
Heartworms got them, they, so,
Well,
all the
just-
time.
Yeah.
something.
The dogs are held in higher esteem now than they used to be too. You see them in more cars riding around than anything, but
Yeah.
It's different. The culture's different with dogs.
so one driving the other day.
Mhm.
I thought it was. I didn't like it.
How about our trucks over there? How's our fleet doing?
We put in for a truck, so hopefully be getting it before long. Our main truck, 2017, it's 198,000 miles on it now, but it's still a good truck.
That's your
Keep the
main
lanes.
truck that you're
Yeah.
using?
Yeah, we're hoping this other one, put it as our.
Is that the one you got from EMA?
No, that's the one county bought.
Gotcha.
I think in 18. That's when they bought it. But I do have the one from EMA. It's a good truck. It's just the fuel.
Is they use that for a backup?
And then we've got the one from Rick. It's a 2001 Dodge, but that thing, it wouldn't surprise me if it quit going tomorrow.
Gotcha.
The transmission.
We need to get that declared surplus and get that going.
Well, it's a good truck. Right now, you can get some money out of it, but once it goes down, it's.
That's what I'm saying. We'll do it,
Mhm.
get it surplus and get it, especially to get another one in.
Yeah.
Well, y'all got any more questions for Craig? Got any things coming up? Got any events coming up?
No, a few ideas I've been kind of tossing around. I know a lot of counties or animal controls now, they're doing off-site, like microchip scanning stations where if somebody in public finds a dog, because that's always the thing, well, I'm gonna take it to the vet tomorrow, I'm gonna take it to animal control tomorrow and scan it. What they're doing, they're taking old newspaper stands, and they'll find them a location, and they'll just chain the microchip scanner inside and leave some instructions on what to do. And this went over pretty good in a lot of communities, and I've thought about trying to get one or two around here.
How much does a microchip scanner cost?
A couple $100 you can get I know the one everybody's using, they're buying the same one because the way it's made, it's got a handle that connects to itself, so you can run a chain or whatever through it. They just chain it inside, just leave enough, they can reach a dog with it, and then put it back inside.
Roger,
Well-
you got Bubba microchips?
No.
When I had mine spayed, they asked me, did I wanna put a chip in? I said, yeah, how much is it? And I said, I guess not, thank you.
How much? How much
It
was
was
it?
over $100 on it.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh, you
thought,
can get 'em
just
for
to
a lot cheaper.
insert the thing, I'm thinking,
Now you get them a lot cheaper.
especially when you're putting them asleep
Yeah.
while you're at it.
You're shopping around on the high end of town.
I know.
Tell them.
Well, it's like today, some people pulled up and they found a little bitty dog. They actually found it in Tullahoma. But I guess Tullahoma's closed, so they drove over to us. And we scanned it, had a microchip, and it was back home within 30 minutes. You know?
Wow.
My
Yeah.
brother lost a dog in Texas. Thing ended up in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Got it back.
That's because that's one of the things I see on Facebook. People see a dog running and they automatically assume that it's a stray that don't have a home,
And they pick it up.
and they pick it up. And then the biggest thing is there's laws when you pick an animal up. That's somebody's property.
Mhm.
They're immediately like, "Hey, does anybody want this dog?" Well, that's not how that works. You're giving away somebody's property right now. I don't know how to address it. I wanted to speak up a few times on it, but
I do too.
Well-
When it's a real,
That's how
I think
people
it's a
lose their
big
dogs.
problem. People act like a dog, just because they see it outside, oh, I gotta pick it up. It's
Mhm.
lost, it's outside. Well, dogs live outside, mine do.
And the biggest thing for us is, as tight as we are for space at the shelter, the people that they pick them up and they want to drive straight to us with this dog. I'm like, we
Give it
have
to you.
nowhere to put the thing, and if you would have left it alone,
It would have
It
probably
would-
gone back home.
Somebody would've found it.
I
Parents
see
would've
that
found
too. I think it's a lot of people that have moved in, they think,
it is.
yeah, they don't know, and I do say it sometime on like the Beach Grove page, just leave it alone, it'll go home.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, but
and my
it's
brother's,
hot, it's cold, leave it alone, it'll go back home.
It's putting us in a bind. And I know I've talked to other shelters about it, but nobody wants to tackle that subject with the public. So I guess it would look bad on us, but at the same time, we can't
No, it
handle
doesn't.
people picking up everything and bringing it to us when we're already.
Or people will say, oh, I'll call animal control, and I usually try to say something like, why don't you, they're busy, it's a weekend, leave them alone.
Yeah, yeah.
in the
so,
case
yeah.
of my brother's dog, the thing would just run off. It wouldn't come back.
Wow.
And it went through about 7 different people before it got to Seattle. And every time he'd let it out, it would take off
That
again.
is strange.
He had a dog with a hustler.
He must love something about up north.
He spent thousands on that thing because it had hip problems and
I'm going north.
all kinds of expensive medicine. I thought I'd let it run.
That's funny.
Okay. All right. Any more questions? Craig, if not, he'll,
Thank you,
Yeah, but
Craig.
thank you, Craig. It's a good
Every
report.
time them stuff,
All right, let's move on.
I figured my dog doesn't want me to go.
Yeah. Left quiet. Bob, ready to-
Kind of feel the same way.
All right, let's move on. 6B, rural fire update. We didn't have anybody, that volunteered to come in. I think it's just hot and
Thank you,
kinda-
Craig.
they're kinda out of the thing. I think, Hillsborough had of course, Bonnaroo didn't stay the whole full time out there. I think Hillsborough, they got out there, got set up and was there for like 2 days. Roger, you know anything about that much? About,
That's about all I know.
yeah, I don't think they had, as far as I know, they didn't have anything happen. And I think they still,
It wasn't there long enough, didn't
yeah.
you?
But I think they're still getting paid. I think they still get paid for services rendered. I don't know how, I guess it'd be insurance money, I guess, but I'm under the assumption that they did. I saw some of the guys the other night at our monthly meeting, and they seemed to be tickled at the smoke detector money, and then they got that and they got their money too, so they seem to be, they were kinda in, they didn't really know if they were getting it or not, cause we had last minute discussions about that, so I think they were pretty happy that they got that, so. And, I think some of them's looking at some different equipment, I think, what was New Union looking, what were they getting? You remember what it was, Roger? I think, wasn't they getting that Cascade system?
It seems like it,
Seemed
I
like-
know we are, I mean, we're trying to,
Yeah, I
city.
think they are out there, so. Other than that, I hadn't talked to them much, so. We'll move on down to we have anything on the rec side of it, Roseanne?
No, nothing.
Nothing, so. All right, and then
Nobody's got any money, right? No land,
we
no
don't have any, we
money?
don't have any place to
No.
put anything.
I think Tullahoma's scrapping the barrel now about their wreck situation.
It's a hard thing to,
They were trying to get
but a lot
everybody.
of I've been very busy, so I haven't promoted any meetings, but I don't,
I think they were cutting back on donations from the city
yes.
to the wreck area.
All right, so we'll move on. Tim Morse, he's over rural water. He's not here tonight. He sent me a message and said that, I didn't get any details on it, but he said the water deal for the J.E. Sarton Road deal was off. So I'm assuming that there was no money available to do it. So I guess those folks are back to square one, so we'll see how that goes. Anybody else have anything on rural water, anything that they know of? That's all I got from Tim was that, and he'll be back next month, so. All right, moving down the list, new business. Anybody have anything to bring up under new business? Or anything they want to, we need to look at this coming month?
Well, I mean, I feel like I should bring up that Coffee County Fair is in August now, and I mean, that's part of recreation. It's
They've moved
part-
that to the August, was it August last year?
Yes, it's kind of been a hard thing to get used to.
Yeah, that don't even sound
It's
right.
in August. Yeah,
You know the date on that?
Not off the top of my head, but I can look it up pretty quick. But I think that's something that we should at least, be aware of.
Promote.
It's really agriculture, it's recreation, it's education, it's a lot of things. I'm not talking about the,
We can, since it's July and it's a month away, we could get, Amy Willis over here maybe next month. We can invite her over and let her kinda go over our 4-H happenings, cause it's gonna fall under,
yeah,
that'll fall under recreation.
right?
So is it gonna be moved to pretty much the end of August? It's always, I know, been first couple of weeks in September or something.
It used to be in September, like the 19th.
Okay. So now it's gonna be
So it's it'll be before the Warren County Fair now.
Yeah, it might even be the same. I'm looking just to see when it is.
you can do an adoption booth there.
Bring all 59 dogs.
Well, I will,
Pick up a duck and one adopt.
So by the way, did you bring $100?
No.
well, they had they had something this past weekend at the fairgrounds that was related to just, welfare, health, I don't know. I think it's something we should at least, so last year, it looks like, I'm just trying to find the date, but I don't have it. Last year, it was August 30th through September 7th.
And it could be the same again, right? It could be the end of
It's
August.
probably close, cause it was a big deal to move it, but they had to because of the company who does the rides.
Gotcha.
That's why they did it. But, I'll come back with that information. So you wanna ask Amy, and I'll ask some of the people on the fair board, because I was trying to go to those meetings. I've had conflicts, so I haven't been to one in 3 months.
Well, we'll put that under new business, so you get with somebody with the fair board, and I'll talk to Amy and we'll try to get them here next month, and I'll get some more rural fire guys and start getting more updates from them. Anybody else got anything under new business that they wanna bring up, talk about for the next meeting? I think we need to, I know Tim Morris had the idea about the county Christmas tree, and
Yeah,
I'll
that's
talk
good.
to Amy about that too. I mean, so we need to start planning on that now, so. And of course, Tim will be back next month, and we'll go over that with him, so. Anybody have anything else? Jackie, you got anything?
No, I guess I've got some interest that I'm stirring up an interest for the county museum. I don't know much about it, and it's not really, I guess not advertised a lot, but, that's something I wanna find out more about, and
Okay.
I guess because I'm interested in a lot of historical things, and I'm working on a lot of historical things, and I guess I need to, I've got stuff I can contribute, and there's some things that I wanna be made more aware of.
Well, if you'll let me,
too, I guess,
if
so
you'll let me know this month, between our next meeting, I'll put it down on the agenda.
Okay, I think we need a little more notoriety on at the county museum and everything.
There was a thing
Where is it?
sent out on the website,
Is
wasn't
it?
it?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
haven't-
they were saying,
County
I forgot,
website?
yeah, email type thing.
I don't.
How's that?
that-
You
that's the
just
thing,
got it,
I
go get
haven't
it,
been getting them.
go
I-
get it, go get it.
I haven't gotten an email since Judge Matheny took office. I don't get emails anymore through the county, but I just got set up today where I will get them. I think I probably got about 10,000 pieces of mail out there now, but, we talked about that today, and we talked about it a little while back, and I did come up, and I think where I'm set up now, so.
Well, once you check with them with the museum, and see if we can get something
They
on
had
our
something
agenda
in
next
there.
week, next month.
Want to find, okay.
Either yesterday or today.
Yeah. And I think that's something that needs to be publicized a little bit more, maybe even, a lot of people are not aware of it, maybe, but we do have a county museum. And y'all ever been to it?
No, I didn't even know about it.
Have you?
It's pretty neat.
I've been there a couple of times. And
It's
I was
pretty neat.
supposed to contribute some stuff, and I didn't.
It's in the courthouse or where,
In the courthouse, went through the back way.
I never go in the
And then-
courthouse.
And then there's another, they have up in the front, they have an ancestry, meeting every so often up there, I think. And, I've been meaning to get into more of that, but I need to go to Warren County to get into theirs.
It's pretty neat, like every little community has its own historical little thing.
Mhm.
It's neat.
And I think they're not publicized enough, but in the Tullahoma paper, I know they always have a big page there of things to do for the month, all the monthly events that they have scheduled, and, whatever meetings or luncheons or whatever else you can get quite a bit of information there, but I still don't find everything I'm looking for, but,
Well, you call me next month and we'll put it on the agenda and get something on with that. That'd be good. Dwight, you got anything?
I can't think of anything.
We'll have Jackie on here next month.
What about, you got more update on the new shelter?
Craig, you got anything on that?
I started to ask you that while you were up
I'll-
there.
I'm on capital outlay. I'll have us something next month on it, so.
It's moving along.
Yeah, they're out there working. They're going at it.
A lot of the dirt work's getting done, they're putting in drains, looks like where it's gonna be, they're getting prepared to start framing for the concrete there.
I'll try to have I'll have you a full report on that next month. I'll get it out of capital outlay.
Can they, post some pictures on the website or something?
Yeah.
Promote it. People might wanna contribute.
there you go.
Craig, can you handle that?
What's that, pictures?
Get some pictures on it, get it up on the
I've got
website?
some that, have that app through the contractor, and they'll update with some pictures almost daily on there,
Do you,
showing the progress that they're getting
Gotcha.
Do you post pictures of dogs to try to get adopted?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where to look.
Well, the adoption photos, we do Pet Finder,
Okay,
cause our Facebook page, a lot of times we're like posting stray dogs and then, like when the business sponsors, stuff like that, so we do Pet Finder for the dogs, 'cause if you do too much on Facebook, it gets to where you can't even keep up and
right.
stuff gets lost on there, so.
I tried to adopt,
Mhm.
tried to go through rescues, and some of them were in Chattanooga and various other places.
Mhm.
And I was interested in one, and they turned me down.
Oh, really?
Yep. They wanted to come to the house and check everything out and do all this. And I said, go ahead and come. But I live in Tullahoma. Well, there's something else they didn't like. And I thought, oh, I know what it was. I didn't have another dog. The dog I was going to adopt, they said, needed a companion.
Oh,
I said, I don't want two or three. I just want a dog.
yeah.
I said, I believe it could adapt. They said, nope,
It's a
no
dog.
change.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
a picky operation there.
Well, I thought
And
so.
they wanna know
I
why
thought,
they can't adopt them
I'm
out.
thinking that's pretty hard to
The dog,
adopt.
he would be depressed.
Yes. Did y'all really want this dog adopted?
No,
I
that's
thought
the,
so.
that's the problem.
No.
Yeah.
Alrighty then, if nobody has anything else, we'll set a time. And of course, we know the location of our next meeting. I'm looking at July 24. It'll be a Thursday night. Everybody check that on your calendars there.
I can't say whether I will be or not.
I don't
I'll
know
put it
either.
down.
It's a
Yeah.
little too
I'm gonna
soon.
be in Texas. I don't know whether I'll be back or not.
I got you all. I try to give everybody a call and make sure everybody will be available. So we'll set that time, that date. We'll set it at 6 o'clock.
I got it down.
Get her down there, and of course we got another month there. So
Is this the committee that was looking at lighting the courthouse?
actually, that would be capital outlay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be done in the next couple months. So and I think he had got the stuff. It'd probably be capital outlay. So. All right, all that being said, I will entertain a motion to adjourn
I'll
this
make that
meeting.
motion.
Mr. Miller with a motion to adjourn. Jackie Duncan seconds. All in favor of adjournment?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thanks everyone for being here.
Thank
See you next
you.
month.
David Spencer used to say that all in favor says get a motion, then all in favor stand up.